Simone tries to shoot her shot at Lando while also realizing that she must stand on her own. Also, Cam and Keisha, they have a heart-to-heart conversation. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Lawrence Report Science Broadcast to discuss episode 11 of All-American Homecoming. And y'all, I got a question for y'all. Did y'all like this episode, All-American Homecoming? I felt like I wanted more for Simone in these final two episodes. I guess what I'm saying is I didn't want no type of struggle. I feel like she struggled this entire season, y'all. Maybe it's just me. But before we get started, it'd be greatly appreciate you guys to get the subscribe button, like, and please do not forget to comment. Let's talk about All American Homecoming. Now, if I hear the words, Brixton baseball is back, I'm going to scream. I have heard those words so many times this season. Like I just can't take it no more. Either you're going to keep Brinks baseball or is it going to be gone for good? I cannot handle hearing the words anymore. Brinkston baseball is back. Well, thankfully, I want to hear it because, next week is the final episode. But as I was saying, I don't know if I really enjoyed this episode. Y'all let me know. The one thing we'll start off with Cam and Keisha, right? And the one thing that I did love, Keisha found a way to kind of apologize to Cam, but then she really did apologize. We know that she looked out for him when it came to him trying to get the record deal going and him put on the Tiny Desk performance, right? And they have to have this heart-to-heart conversation. And she comes out and confesses to Cam that she has, unfortunately, been a member of self-sabotage. And that happens to a lot of people. And Cam, he kind of felt like he was unworthy of certain things, like, because he feels like every time something good happens, it's always going to be followed by a bad response. And those two, that acting on that, I must admit, it got to me. It got to me emotionally. I felt the pain for both of these characters right here. And, Keisha was like, I want you to know that I know that you love me. I felt your love. But unfortunately, I mess up a lot of things on my own. I do a lot of self-sabotage. And did y'all see those tears from Cam that Denzel Glory to give this brother right here a Emmy? This man, Cam, has basically become my favorite character of All American Homecoming. Originally, for me, it was JR, right? But they turned JR into a villain. But as of right now, for this season, Cam has become my favorite character. This brother, if we think about his journey from Crenshaw to being a rival with Spencer to going to Brixton to joining KEK, the whole thing about him losing football, with him getting sick and all of those things, has been a great arc for Cam. But getting back to Keisha and Cam, that was very, very emotional, but it was a conversation that needed to be had between those two. So do you guys think that Cam and Keisha will get back together? Comment, let me know if you think so. Now, as far as Simone has always been like, Lando has been a soft landing spot for her, right? And I love in this episode, they show her basically coming out, rehearsing, and putting all the words together that she's basically going to shoot her shot at Lando, right? And she has Keisha there as preparation for this right here. And Keisha's like, there's no way that he couldn't say that he don't like you, because we already know, he is head over heels with Simone as well. And of course, as Simone's, prepping, when she finally gets a chance to see Lando, she tries to shoot the shot, but we know she's gonna get interrupted, unfortunately, by Cam. But I do love this right here. I do love how Lando has become a safe haven, a safe space for Simone. This man's always encouraging her. He talked about, you can stand on your own, because we know she has this big tennis match. She's worried about the village not being there because her friends, her family, her friends, I guess you say, they always have been there whenever she had these type matches. But we know some things changed, a couple rules and regulations. And he always pours into her. He told her, listen, you know, you can stand on your own. You've done this before. I mean, you had a baby, you came to Brixton, you beat cancer. So playing without the village, because, you know, she was upset about, what am I going to do about my village? My village is not going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always have my village. I get it. You know, it kind of reminded me of, you know, during the NBA, whenever they had the COVID situation, those guys had to play without the fans, right? The only people that was there with them was just the players. And I felt it's like what Simone was going through. But Lando, like I said, has been a safe haven for her. And at the end, we saw them two link up at Cam's party. That was good to see. And of course, Simone did end up winning her match, and we know that she's going to be placed into another big match that's coming up for her. And we know she's going to win that. I think this is going to be the really, really big match that she needs to set, you know, a couple of records at Brixton and to set her career off. So we'll see that in the final episode of All American Homecoming. So that is my thoughts about this episode. I did see in the promos that we do have Damon coming. Damon is finally showing up. People have been wondering, I've been wondering, where's Damon? He's finally shown up in the very last episode. So the look on Lando's face in that promo, that man was absolutely sick. So I'm excited to see how it's going to go down, y'all. One last episode of All American Homecoming. And as always, thank you for tuning in to The Lawrence Report.